Right, what's going on, you guys? Roder MMA Bet speaking, bringing a betting strategy transparent and consistent for you. In this video, I'll be covering the prelims for UFC on ESPN 15, Edgar versus Munhoz. If you are new to my channel and you don't know who am I, what is this betting strategy that I'm bringing here, there is an intro video in the description. I'll add a card to it. So please visit the video. There in details, I'll be explaining how you should handle the spreadsheet, how could you use it to your best interest. If you're interested in the main card video, this is a video I'll be uploading soon, so stay tuned for that. And also check the link in the description. Kavit here, this is your money. I'm bringing here my strategy and hopefully how you guys can leverage and hopefully use it. But ultimately, this is your money, so feel free to leverage, and if something doesn't make sense on your opinion, just don't use it. Alright, so let's get right into it. Awesome, guys. For those who are familiar with my betting strategy, this is how I'm betting the card, okay? Except for this main card fight, USP versus Alonso Manifield. I'll be uploading the video soon, like I said. The rest is here, so feel free to leverage it. And if you want to hear the breakdown of the fights, please stay tuned and bear with me here. Okay, I'll be trying to cover all of the prelims fights without much detail because there are quite a lot of fights, just not to extend too much. So this first fight actually has been cancelled. The fight taking place will be the first one I'll be covering is Impa Kasanganay versus Maki Pitolo. Okay, so these guys both with a quick turnaround. Kasanganay, he fought recently in the Dana White Contender Series. I think week 1 was it, or week 2, if I'm not mistaken. One of the two, obviously. So, Kasanganay, he's well-rounded. The guy, he's pretty young. I think he's still 25 years old. He's like, he's strong, he's like, a strong guy, quite compact, very strong. This is basically his main attribute, I can see from videos that he has lots of power, lots of concussion of those hooks. He also tries to mix it up with some tip kicks, some spins, takedowns. But his main attribute is his hooks and his power, In terms of defense, his hands are up, he's calm and composed, What I don't like much is that he doesn't move quite a lot. He doesn't move a lot. He's also not that fast. Those punches are powerful, but he's not that fast, and I feel that he's gonna struggle a little bit to be effective. Moving on. Maki Pitolo also with a quick turnaround. He lost via guillotine to Darren Stewart. I like Pitolo a little bit more in this fight. Why? Because he's faster. He's very powerful himself, but I see him landing with more energy since he's faster, He's accurate, the punches are there, the knees, he's not easy to hit, he can be hit, but he's not that easy. Clinch game is good, takedown is good, in my opinion, he's a superior wrestler here, at least from what I see from footage. I'm not sure if Kasanganay has something hidden, but what I seen from footage, Pitolo is the better overall fighter, basically on every aspect. What I don't like about him is just sometimes he gets himself into these brawls, which he doesn't have to, but he likes probably to throw down. He's a coconut bombs, so he likes to throw down, and he enters brawls for nothing, in my opinion. He could be more technical. Nonetheless, to me, Pitolo is the favorite here. I'll be betting him. Sorry, here this is some PowerPoint I copied from the other. So this is really here Pitolo. I'm betting Pitolo if I can get him a plus 400. And I'm getting him on a decision, actually, if you can get him at plus 400. I'll fix this, okay? So, now Matt Semelsberger versus Carlton, no? Minus, not sure how to pronounce that. Those native speakers, please correct me here. So, Semelsberger, I like he's quite long, he likes to throw hooks, uppercuts, The tie clinch is good, sharp knees up the middle. Takedowns is also not bad, he likes to use it mostly when he's on the clinch, so when he's pressuring, throwing knees, he also shoots for takedowns upon the cage. He's strong as a middleweight, and he's coming down weight class, so if he can get the weight cut right, he's definitely a force in the division. what I don't see much about him is like a strong game plan. You know, I don't see much weaknesses on his game, to be honest. Minus, he's not that tall, but he's very long. You know, boxing is good. He moves well. The clinch game is decent, but you know, to me, nothing outstanding. He lacks a little bit effectiveness. He can be taken down, clinched, and I don't like much his athleticism. I feel Semelsberger as the favorite here. I got a bet on a line on him at plus 200. I got very happy with this bet. And but now he's around plus 120. Still, it's a worse bet. I would be betting him if I would get him plus minus 150 at bigger than minus 150. Sorry. So definitely a bet on Semelsberger here. Valiev versus Mark Striegl. Valiev should have fought. Guys, I'm sorry if I messed up with those names. Okay, but a guy that fought the last card, you know, so he got moved, and he's facing Mark Striegl here. So Valiev, he's very well known by his camp. Together is Ricardo Almeida and Frankie Edgar. He's super fast, super well-rounded. The guy spins, the guy can punch, he can kick. He has very good calf kicks, can be a great factor in this fight. Great takedown defense, and he has very good wrestling, you know. Striegl, he has very good wrestling himself. He's quite explosive. He has some power in his hands, but striking is still evolving. I don't see it being a decisive factor here, even though Striegl is maybe a little bit taller and definitely much longer than Valiev. He's a big and strong bantamweight, so rather than that, I don't see much good points on him. You know, chin's up, hands are down. And he still makes mistakes on the ground, you know. So Valiev, in my opinion, is definitely the favorite here. I'll be just 1 second. Okay, so Valiev, in my opinion, is worse if you can get him higher than minus 200. I see that the lines are very big on him. So if you're betting someone, in my opinion, you have to bet Striegl. If you can get him at plus 300 or even higher than that, I think you can get a line. Basically because he's big, he's strong, and it's a fight, guys. You never know what can happen. So in my opinion, if you're betting, go for Striegl. Unless you can get the Valiev in a decision at plus 350, plus 300, it's worth it. Okay. Next fight is Ike Villanueva versus Jorge Gonzalez. So Villanueva, he's basically a boxer, you know, but he's a sharp one. Hands are fast. He's naturally quite heavy-handed. The combos are good, you know, throws uppercuts, throws straight punches and hooks. It's pretty, you know, decent boxing, like I said. He's a veteran. He fights calmly, you know. My problem with him is that he's primarily a boxer, not much rather than that. And also the chin has been tested many times, you know, definitely a factor to consider here. Gonzalez, he's a tough, wild, you know, strong, tough Mexican, aggressive, doesn't care getting hurt, you know. He's offensively, he's pretty good, you know. He's powerful, has hooks, has uppercuts, also likes to shoot. But he plods forward, you know. He leans forward. He can be hit. He can be hurt, like I said, you know. This is a tough fight to call because this is in the heavyweight division. Gonzalez is probably the same height as Villanueva, but definitely a little bit bigger. Also much younger, and I don't know. I would feel that Villanueva would be a good bet here, but only if you can get him like maybe minus 150. Probably, I think I'll even a little bit higher than that. And the reason why is because Gonzalez can push him back, you know, on the cage and throw those hooks. And if he hits him, he can maybe put Villanueva down. Okay, so, but on the other hand, Villanueva is more technical. So I'm picking Villanueva here, but a bet on Villanueva only if you can get him at plus money. I think it would be a better bet, okay? Dwight Grant versus Jared Gooden. I think this fight got cancelled, but still, let me cover it because I'm not sure about that. So Grant, he's powerful, he's long unorthodox. The check left hook is good, you know. Once he decides to attack, he bursts on attack, and he's very powerful, you know, like I said. Well, he's decently well-rounded, also the good clinches and wrestling, and he's very physical for the division. Gooden, you know, he has good credentials. He likes to put some pressure on guys, but I don't see much effectiveness, to be honest. You know, nothing outstanding in my opinion. He has everything, a little bit of everything, but nothing outstanding. You know, the wrestling is good, the grappling is also, you know. And I don't know. I feel like Grant is the favorite here. I would be betting Grant if I can get him at plus 100. Okay, and the reason why is I don't think Gooden can be effective enough. I think he's gonna at some point start trading with Grant, stay flat in the middle. Grant will be able to burst and be more effective. So Mariya Agapova versus Shana Dobson. Okay, this is probably the hyped fight of the card because Agapova, she's very young. She's coming out good wins. So let me cover with slightly more detail here. She's well-rounded, Agapova. She's strong-willed, she's tough, super long, and she's always in the fight. She's tough, like I said, 22, super young. Repeating that, but guys, she's not that much of what everybody is considering. The strikes are wide. She crashes distance. She's not that effective. She's still developing. Okay, she's also not that powerful. She has some accuracy on the punches, but she kind of chooses wrong punches at the wrong time. She kind of goes for hooks when she should be going for uppercuts or elbows. So, like I said, she's still developing. Dobson, she has a negative record. That's why people are kind of beating her on the lines. But the girl, she's strong. She's very sharp and powerful. If this would be a kickboxing or a boxing fight, Dobson would be the favorite, in my opinion. It's not. It's MMA. Still, Agapova doesn't have that much good wrestling, to really be the favorite on those lines, in my opinion. But Dobson, again, the hands are up, chin is down. She's strong on the jab. She's good, long punches. She's very long. She's calm. What I don't like about her, she just doesn't have any ground game, and she has 0% of takedown defense. It's just ridiculous. But I'm definitely betting Dobson. This is a median recommendation at plus 600 I got online. This is just crazy, guys. This is nearly a pick'em fight. This is just, it's my opinion. Maybe Agapova gonna maybe bring some wrestling that I've never seen, take her down, submit her, and I'll shut my mouth here. But to me, this is nearly a pick'em fight. I'm definitely betting Dobson. I see a great upside in this line, alright? Last one, Austin Hubbard versus Joe Solecki. Let me cover quickly here. Hubbard, he's more well-rounded, more technical in my opinion. Offensive wrestling-wise, they're pretty even. Solecki, he's a bit stronger, but he doesn't have the striking fluidity as Hubbard does, And he also not that fast, Solecki, but Hubbard, he's faster. He's been tested in the UFC. Cardio is solid, whereas Solecki, I don't see much of in his cardio. To me, Hubbard is a quite good favorite. Okay, I'm definitely betting him, and at plus money, he's now plus 120. I think this is also a great bet. Okay, so one more to go. Sorry about that. Amanda Lemos versus Mizuki Inoue. Lemos, she's very well rounded. She's coming down a weight class. Actually, she fought in strawweight before. It's a tough weight cut for her. She's a big girl. She's super fast, powerful, great technique everywhere. Great kicks, great takedowns, great grappling. Inoue, she's more like a good size for the division. Her boxing is good. She feints a lot. She's effective with her punches. She likes to be aggressive and keep the octagon control. Still, to me, Lemos is a favorite, and I'm like a bet on her at plus 140. This is a medium betting recommendation. Okay, guys, sorry about the being quite hectic here, but you guys saw how many fights we covered. Okay, so this is the betting line. Basically, like I said, the main bets, in my opinion, are Shana Dobson, Amanda Lemos, and Austin Hubbard. The rest, I think it's a low call on Striegl, on Grant. Maybe this fight will be cancelled. Okay, on Villanueva. And the rest of the fights I'll be covering on the main card. Okay, appreciate everyone's time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until there, this is Roder MMA Bet.